Police often crave power and authority, but what happens when they try to assert their power over people who know their rights? Here are cases of corrupt cops who took the bait from real legal experts and were caught engaging in misconduct. When these cops noticed a guy exercising his rights in public, they weren't exactly thrilled. To them, it seemed like a chance to have a bit of fun at work, showing off the power they held, but they didn't realize they were messing with the wrong person this time. Here's how it went down. One of the cops walked up to the guy, right off the bat telling him he could film, but only from across the street, not from where he was standing. It seemed like these cops really thought highly of themselves, believing they had the authority to dictate where anyone could stand in public. The man, knowing his rights, immediately asked the cop for his name and badge number. The cop pointed to his uniform, saying he could read it there, but admitted he didn't have a badge. That's a big no.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm law enforcement. I'm the police here.
Okay.
So you can go over there and record, but not right here.
I asked you, who are you?
Okay. I'm telling you, I'll talk to you over there.
Identify yourself.
You can see my name right here. You can read. Go that way, please.
Badge number?
We don't have badges. Okay.
ID number?
Okay.
Employee number?
Let's go over there. Law enforcement. I'm the police here.
Okay.
So you can go over there and record, but not right here.
I asked you, who are you?
Okay. I'm telling you, I'll talk to you over there.
Identify yourself.
You can see my name right here. You can read. Go that way, please.
Badge number?
We don't have badges. Okay.
ID number?
Okay.
Employee number?
Let's go over there and I'll talk to you.
Why?
Because this is our scene.
Okay.
You're interrupting our scene because we don't know who you are.
How?
We don't know who you are.
How am I interrupting?
If you're gonna obstruct, continue. I'll take you to jail. I'll arrest you.
How am I obstructing?
Because we're in the middle of the investigation.
Okay.
And we don't know who you are. You can be standing here with weapons. We don't know.
You see any weapons?
I don't know. You can conceal. I don't know.
You see any weapons?
I don't know you. Okay. I'm asking you politely. You can record all day long, all you want from over there.
Let's get something straight.
Okay,
I was standing on the sidewalk.
Sir.
You came around the car.
Sir, please go over there.
You are right now harassing me.
No, I'm not. You're harassing us, actually.
You're right now approaching me.
Yeah, I am approaching you.
Yeah.
Because you're making our scene unsafe.
How?
Okay, because we don't know who you are.
So what? You don't know who that guy is.
Okay.
Can you tell him to move?
He's across the street. He's not in our scene.
So?
Okay, you're in our scene right now.
Are you the supervisor?
Okay. No, I'm not.
Tough guy?
Wait.
Get back to your job.
I am doing my
job.
job.
Shut up.
Hey.
Mind your business. I'm standing on a public sidewalk.
Sure.
And if you're gonna approach me, I'm gonna consider you a threat.
Okay. You
got a problem? I will consider you to be a threat. You are harassing me.
No, I'm not.
I will defend myself.
No, I'm not.
Do you know the state? Do you know what state we're in?
Yes, we're in the state of Washington.
Exactly.
Go over there.
So if I'm not breaking in your laws,
You are breaking
and I'm
the law.
simply was standing here, and you approached me and you're harassing me,
here,
your ass better get the hell out of here. Got it?
No, you can walk
No.
over there.
No. Get your supervisor. Who's your supervisor? Who's the supervisor on
Keep
scene?
going. Keep going.
Who's the supervisor on
Keep going
scene?
over there, please.
Your ass better back up. Your ass better back up.
Go over there, please.
Your ass better back up.
Let's go.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm a free man. I was walking freely. I'm standing on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
I was not doing anything, and my freedom of speech.
According to their job policy, a cop must identify himself when asked by a citizen while in uniform. But here, this cop chose to play the victim instead. He tried to brush the man off, claiming they were in the middle of an investigation and that the man was slowing them down. But it was clear there was no serious investigation happening. If there had been, they wouldn't have bothered with the guy filming them. The guy didn't back down. He asked the cops to call their supervisor, which is something they're supposed to do if asked, no matter what they personally think about the situation. But the cop pushed his own story, saying they would need to identify the man because they didn't know who he was.
Is not interfering, dumbass.
It's not your freedom of speech.
What is it then? What am I doing? Am I blocking you? Am I physically doing anything? Your ass came over here and bothered me and threatened me.
I'm not threatening anything.
Yeah, you just threatened to arrest me for obstruction.
Okay, because you are obstructing.
How?
Because you're hindering our investigation.
How?
We're stopping this to deal with you.
How? Your ass came over to talk to me.
Exactly.
Why?
Because you're hindering our investigation.
How?
Because we don't know who you are.
You're stupid.
Okay.
Learn the law, dumbass.
Okay.
That's why I'm raising my voice. I'm sick and tired of punks like you, tyrants like you, harassing law-abiding citizens.
Okay.
Piss off.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay. See, you stupid like morons. Standing in the road. Oh, I'm going to arrest you for trespassing. Or I'm going to arrest you for hindering. Or I'm going to arrest you for interfering. How am I interfering? Articulate it. I'm waiting.
I've explained it to you.
Articulate it. standing on the sidewalk, exercising my constitutional rights is hindering your investigation. What you're doing here, here's what you're doing. When you're blocking my camera, you're interfering with me. You're interfering with my First Amendment. You're violating federal law. That's prior restraint. Federal law. Federal violation. Prior restraint. Violation of my constitutional rights. Kiss my ass. Go ahead and arrest me.
You're not a very nice person.
I don't give a damn what you think about me. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. CHN tyrant.
Okay.
Got it?
Sure.
That's right.
Okay,
Sure. That's all you can do. That's all you can do is harass people. What's going on here?
You don't need to know that.
Yeah, I do.
What's that? Okay.
Yeah? Identify yourself.
Okay.
I'm a police officer. Please.
I know you're a police officer. I can see police. I said identify yourself.
Right here, it's on my left.
Is that your name right here? You see what I mean? You don't even have respect to properly identify yourself. And you won't respect. I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna respect police pieces like shit like you. Got it?
It should be reciprocated. Should it not be?
Got it? I'm not gonna respect you because you have no respect for citizens.
Oh, okay.
Zero. And then you threaten me.
That didn't make sense. The cops don't stop every passerby just because they don't know them, right? It was obvious they just didn't like the guy with the camera. Then another cop showed up. The man decided to test him too, asking for his identification. This cop simply said, "I'm a cop," as if the uniform made that obvious enough. They soon realized how bad this all looked on camera. They tried to get him to delete the footage, claiming he was compromising their scene. Nice try, but not good enough for this guy. He kept on filming, even mocking them a bit. The real mistake the cops made was taking the bait. They got caught up in their own game, and it was all recorded.
You are all public servants. By the way, I guarantee you it's your policy to identify yourself, so I'll check on it.
Yeah, I did, and I did. I told you. You can read our names. It's right there.
How about you, sir? Identify yourself. Yeah, you too? Seems like you got a lot of cousins here. Right there. Everybody same name?
It says Johnson right on it.
Everybody's the same name?
Well, mine says Johnson.
Say it again. Says Johnson? How about you?
You
Do you know how to verbalize your name?
Yeah, it says on, like I said.
Yeah? The only thing I heard was this right here. And then this guy's too. You also right here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
I would really like to be searching this vehicle.
Good! I'm not stopping you. Your ass has approached me. Your ass has harassed me.
You understand that we can't do that with you?
I don't give a damn. I'm not stopping you. Learn the law. Freedom of speech is not interference. Freedom of speech is not obstruction.
I know. We're not arguing with freedom of speech here.
Well, then what are you arguing?
We're arguing the fact that you're endangering our scene.
How?
Okay?
How? Standing on a public sidewalk, dumbass? Standing on a public sidewalk?
Thank you.
Don't even think about touching me.
Hey,
Don't even think.
Hey.
I have freedom of movement. Am I being detained?
I'm asking you to
Am I
move.
detained?
I'm asking you
Am
to
I
move.
detained?
I'm asking you to
Am
move
I
over.
detained? Am I detained?
Goodness gracious. What is your name?
Am I detained? Yes or no?
I don't
You approached the vehicle.
Your silence is going to be concluded as no, I'm not detained. Therefore, I have freedom of movement
if you
anywhere in this country, anywhere on the street, anywhere on public sidewalk, and I can say whatever the one thing I want. I can yell at you. I can speak against you. I can tell you are pieces of trash.
Yes, you can.
You are tyrants,
not
and there's not a damn thing you can do. And if you
I've
do,
asked you to
I will.
respectfully record from over there.
I don't have to obey you, or I don't have to even say, you know what? Are you requesting?
I've asked you. Yeah.
Your request denied.
A rookie cop approached a man who was filming in public, wanting to search him. When the man explained that cops can't just search someone without a reason, the rookie didn't buy it. He seemed to think that wearing a uniform and having a badge meant he could do whatever he wanted. Technically, sure, he has certain powers, but that doesn't make it right. The situation got more tense when this rookie decided he needed to know who the man was and detained him to force him to identify himself. Even though he was new to the job, this rookie should have known better. Cops don't have the right to mess with people who aren't breaking any laws. Disappointed by the rookie's behavior, the man asked to speak with his supervisor. Turns out, the supervisor was even worse than the rookie. No surprise there. The rookie cop probably thought his actions were okay because he didn't have anyone correcting his mistakes or teaching him proper conduct. At first, the supervisor seemed like he wanted to understand what had happened, but his true colors showed up pretty quickly. When the man told him that the rookie had stopped him for filming in public and then detained him, the supervisor scrambled for another excuse to keep the man there. He claimed they were in the middle of an investigation and didn't want anyone filming. First off, that wasn't true. They weren't investigating anything at the time. Secondly, even if they were, what did that have to do with this man? He was on the sidewalk, where he's allowed to be, recording what he saw, just like anyone else might. You know, when cops really don't want people near a crime scene, they usually put up yellow tape and make sure the area is secure. That wasn't the case here. It was clear the cops were just trying to flex their authority because they didn't like being filmed.
You don't have any one of those things, sir.
But true, but I haven't searched you yet. You haven't given me information. I don't know.
I know, but
so right now,
you can't.
I don't know if you.
I know.
I think
You can't detain. You can't detain a citizen. You can't detain a citizen. You're detaining.
We're at a level 2 level and the 4 levels right now.
If I'm not free to go, I'm detained.
Ask for your information.
I'm detained. You can ask me whatever you want, but I don't want to be detained. I was trying to be very respectful, man. Really. How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Are you supervisor?
I am, yes, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Tedesco, X104. How can I help you?
I just wanted to talk to you because I was out here on a public easement,
Yes, sir.
filming, doing a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
And this officer came up to me and he was very cordial with me, and he understood my rights and everything was okay. The only thing I didn't like is that he backed up the other guy, his name was Court. I don't know. He said he spelled his name out to me.
Okay.
He came over here, very aggressive. I tried to talk to him, get his badge number. He wouldn't give it to me at first.
Okay.
Told me he was talking to the other guy over there. I went to go walk closer to him. He said, step back from me. I asked him if it was a lawful order. He said it was a lawful order. He said, you're being detained. I said, for what crime are you detaining me for, sir? He said, you're being detained. You can't leave. So I asked this officer if I can leave. He said that I'm not free to leave.
Okay.
That they both said, he didn't say anything, but these two guys, they said I'm free to leave. I'm not free to leave.
Okay.
And I would like to make a complaint.
Okay. Well, at that moment, right then and there, they were responding to a 911 call, all right? And so they were in the middle of an investigation, okay?
But in order to detain somebody, so you have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, is being committed, and is going to be.
However, they were in the middle of an investigation. That's what they were trying to figure out.
They can't detain free citizens in an investigation.
They were doing an investigation. Absolutely.
So Sergeant, you're saying while they're doing an investigation, I just want to make this clear. While they're doing an investigation, they can detain a non-law-breaking citizen.
However, the really sad part of this whole mess was that the cops seemed clueless about the First Amendment. This man just wanted to stamp a photo of a police helicopter from behind a gate. He wasn't planning to go through the gate, he just wanted to take pictures from the gate itself. But when these cops heard that, they got all worked up and started lecturing him about the signs that said it was forbidden to pass through the gate. The man tried to explain he had no intention of going beyond that gate, he just wanted to see from where he was standing. Yet the cop was adamant that he shouldn't be doing even that. They seemed to think their job was to stop him from taking any photos at all. And that's when the man took it upon himself to remind these cops about their real jobs. He told them they were there to respect citizens and their rights, not act like tyrants. He pointed out that at the start of their careers, all cops swore to protect the constitutional rights of citizens. So how could it be that these same cops were now threatening those rights and acting like those rights didn't even exist? It was a stark reminder of the importance of knowing and defending your own civil rights. If you're not aware of your rights or don't stand up for yourself, can't expect these cops to stand up for you either. It's crucial to be the ones who always defend your rights no matter what, because at the end of the day, understanding and asserting your rights is the best protection you have against those who might forget or ignore them.
Yeah. I went to go talk to those guys in there at the gate, and I want to ask them permission because I saw no photographs. They have multiple signs, no photographs or videos allowed. But that's why I wanted to ask them, because I knew if I'm on a public easement and I can see inside and see the helicopter, I can take a picture of it, right?
That I don't know.
I do know.
Obviously, it's usually the signs everywhere that say no videotape photography.
Yeah.
It is a military installation, so there's a reason why they have those signs there.
Yeah, but no, I don't. The First Amendment allows me to take pictures and video from a public place. I don't want to go past their barrier at all. I'm staying on public, and I want to take pictures. That's it. It's a First Amendment protected activity. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's all I want to do. No.
Can you give me a name now?
I prefer not. I don't want to be in any report.
You're not going to give me a name. You're not going to give me ID.
I prefer not to be in any reports. I'm not doing anything illegal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But there are signs everywhere that say it is illegal.
That might be their policy. That might be their policy, but it's not the law.
Okay.
Just like they took an oath, you took an oath to uphold the Constitution.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do a constitutionally protected activity, sir. That's it. I have no ill will.
All the way up on Canyon 51 earlier today. I just want to saw you.
Yeah, I've been walking around.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm taking pictures of everything. I just thought this was cool. That's all.
No, I get it. I got the chopper.
I passed the chopper. I was like, hey, I'm gonna take a picture of it, but I saw the signs. But I was like, hey, this ain't right. I understand. I'm telling you face to face, man to man, that I have no ill harm. That's all. You guys, the sheriffs? Patrol over here? This is your guys'
The entire county of Suffolk is our jurisdiction. Just like Suffolk PD.
Oh, okay. But there's no police department for out here? They have the West Hampton Police, right?
This would be West Hampton Beach Police Department of Air, Southampton, down here.
But you guys answered the call?
Ware County, all over the place.
Okay. That's good to know. That's cool.
As if there weren't already enough cops crowding around this man, another one came up to him really aggressive-like, claiming he was still detained. This cop acted like he was dealing with the world's most wanted criminal or something, but the man wasn't having any of it. He asked the cop straight up why he was being detained, which somehow made the cop even madder. He snapped back that he wasn't there to answer questions, which is just wrong. I mean, part of a cop's job is to help people out and answer their questions, especially when they're confused or worried about what's going on. If a cop had a tough time dealing with regular people asking simple questions, maybe it's time to think about a different career path, don't you think? Nevertheless, this cop realized it would look pretty bad to just walk away without giving a reason for the detention, so he muttered something about being part of an investigation now too. But here's the kicker. This cop seemed to forget that you can't just start an investigation if there's no crime happening. The man pointed this out, telling the cop that if he kept up this kind of behavior, he might end up losing his job. The cop even tried to say that the man was doing something suspicious by filming in public. What's so suspicious about that? It's clear these cops need a serious refresher course in their training. They needed to understand that this man was out in public just doing his thing, and they had absolutely no right to mess with his day or activities. The whole scene was just a display of power where it wasn't needed, showing a serious lack of understanding of what their roles should be about, serving the public, not harassing it.
I'm asking you a question. Am I being detained?
You're still talking over me.
Am I being detained?
Can you stop talking?
I'm asking you a question, sir. Am I being detained? So I guess that's a no.
Yes, you're being detained.
I'm being detained. This is an illegal detainment. I'm starting the clock. An illegal detainment. I'm starting the clock. You're very unprofessional,
Do you have any
sir.
identification on you?
What is your name, sir?
Do you have any identification on you?
I'm asking for your name,
I
sir.
cannot talk to you until you provide the identification to me.
You told me I was detained. Am I detained?
You do not have that.
He told me I wasn't.
You have to be ID.
No,
You can't walk
that's not
out
true.
without ID, so.
You're gonna ruin your career for nothing. For nothing, really. At the
I'm
first,
all day long.
let me
Doesn't matter.
listen. Listen.
What are you
Just
doing?
listen to me. Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you. Ready?
What are you doing here?
I'm doing a
What are you
First
doing here?
Amendment. These men right here, they swore an oath to the Constitution, to the First Amendment. I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity, and you swear that same
Great,
oath.
so am I.
Exactly.
You have a legal obligation to answer.
No, I do not. No, I do not. Fifth
What
Amendment,
is it?
sir.
It's a common law
Don't you love
stop.
it?
Listen.
No, it's not. You can do whatever you want to do, but I mean, at the end of the day,
You're not telling us your name.
I don't consent to any searches and seizures.
You have.
I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity, sir. I'm on public property.
I understand that you may have a law degree that you had. That's great.
No,
Then you would
I just
know-
know the law. Maybe you don't learn it.
Certification.
Maybe you don't learn it.
Listen, we're going to arrest you if you get your certification because I cannot let you walk away from me.
You'll be
after
making a very
committing
big-
a suspicious act of videotaping military installation.
what is the crime?
And you have no legitimate reason to be here.
I don't need a legitimate reason to be in public places. You need to learn the law,
Right now,
sir.
the crime is obstructing governmental administration.
No,
It's a misdemeanor.
you're gonna get fired.
If you cannot
Do it.
provide,
You're gonna get fired, sir.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
Nothing to do with you giving me identification.
Okay.
Your obligation, your
No.
legal obligation is to be
Your obligation is to uphold the Constitution, sir.
The man finally reached his limit with the way the cops were treating him, so he walked up to one who seemed more reasonable and professional than the rest. He asked this cop to help him file a complaint against the other officers he had issues with that day. However, right off the bat, this cop also let him down. He told the man that he needed to identify himself if he wanted to file any kind of complaint, seemingly unaware of the concept of an anonymous complaint. The cop then asked what else he could do for the man, who reiterated that he simply wanted to file an anonymous complaint. The cop agreed that it was possible, but insisted the man should identify himself first to know who he was dealing with. But that defeats the whole purpose of filing anonymously, doesn't it? The man tried to explain what he wanted several times. He wanted to file a complaint without giving away his identity, but the cop kept insisting he needed to know who he was talking to. Frustrated, the man offered up his phone number as the most he was willing to share. To think about it, why would cops be okay with just a phone number? What would you do if you were in this man's shoes? Would you stand your ground and fight for your rights to privacy, or would you find it easier just to avoid further hassle and give the cops what they want, even if it meant compromising your anonymity?
Take it through them. You're more than welcome to do that.
I would like to make a complaint with you. I would like to make a complaint with you, and I'd like to phone
That's
number for
fine.
internal
That's fine.
affairs.
Okay. May I have your license or something?
I want to make
ID?
I want to make
So
an
I
anonymous.
can-
I want to make an anonymous complaint, sir.
You want to make an anonymous complaint?
That is correct. I'll follow back up on a person.
Then that's fine. Okay, so you don't want to give any identifying
No.
information
No, sir.
to us right now?
No,
Okay,
sir.
so what else can I do for you today?
Take the complaint down. Do you do the complaint, sir? You're a
I
supervisor,
will
right?
write up a complaint, yes, but I have nothing to go by. I don't know who you are. I don't have any way to reach you.
No.
Anybody to
I'll give you my phone number. I have video to corroborate it if you'd like to see it.
I don't really need that. I'm going off your word.
Yeah.
If you'd like to make a complaint, I'll take that complaint.
No, but what I'm saying is that I can show you video where I was being illegally detained. So
Sir, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish right now. If you'd like to give us information, I will write your information down. I will
give you my phone number.
I will submit a formal complaint,
Yeah.
and we can go from there.
I'll give you my phone number. You can reach me there and follow up with me.
Gentlemen, please take down whatever information you'd like to give us. Absolutely.
And what was your name one more time, sir?
Sergeant Tedesco.
How do you say it?
Tedesco.
Tedesco? Tedesco.
Shield number S104.
Contact number.
Just 631?
Yep.
371?
Yep.
4747.
371-4747.
That's correct, sir.
And this is just about
That illegal detainment. No, it's I want to make sure that I'm putting in I was illegally detained by Officer. Do you know his name, sir?
Cordy. Korte, I believe.
Officer Cordy.
And you don't want to provide any name or information?
No, sir. I'll just provide phone numbers so I'll reach out to you guys. You guys, how do I get a hold of you guys?
I will give you the phone number for internal affairs.
Sure.
Give me 1 minute.
You really don't need to be a law expert to understand the basics of the First Amendment, yet this cop seemed so out of the loop that he thought the First Amendment was only about freedom and the right to protest. That's why he was baffled when he saw a man filming in public. He didn't realize that freedom of press is also covered under the same amendment. The cop approached the man and asked to see if he had his ID. When the man said he did, cop immediately demanded to see it. But just because the man had an ID didn't mean he was obliged to show it to the cop. Despite this, the cop started grilling the man about why he was recording, even though the man wasn't required to explain his actions at all. Continuing his one-sided conversation, the cop claimed it was suspicious for the man to be filming. When the man asked why that was strange, the cop's response was a doozy. He said it was suspicious because of various incidents that had happened in recent history.
The First Amendment isn't the right just to protest. It's free press. It's free press. I'm doing a story on this police department. So, pretty simple, right? And me too. Awesome.
What are we doing, man?
I just told you.
Why are you trying to record them in their secured area?
I'm just taking pictures and recording from public. So,
What's that?
said I'm just taking pictures and recording.
Okay. You have ID on you?
I do.
Can I get that from you?
Why do I have to show ID?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out who you are.
Gotcha. For what?
Well, because you're causing an alarm down here.
How? Just taking pictures? I don't understand how that's causing an alarm.
Weird that you're trying to videotape their secured area and they asked you what you needed and you didn't respond to them.
Actually, I was talking to a lady out here and told her exactly what I was doing.
Okay.
So that's not true. Well, I know what happened.
So what are you trying to accomplish here?
I'm not trying to accomplish anything.
And why are you standing here by their gate recording their employees?
I've answered that. I'm recording and taking pictures. Oh, I mean, that's my own personal reason, right? I don't need to
Well, I'm just
tell
trying
you
to figure
that.
out what your purpose is.
Oh, right. So my purpose is to record and take pictures. Pretty simple. That's it. I mean, that's it. That's all you're going to get on that one.
It's very suspicious that you put it at a police department.
How is it suspicious?
Well, with recent events that have been going on, very concerning to people. That's why I'm here.
Like what?
There's lots of incidents and issues that have gone on in recent history.
Like,
I'm not going to go.
well, I mean, I'm not aware.
You don't want to talk to me and tell me why you're here. I'm not going to tell you why I'm here and what our concerns are.
Well,
How
okay.
is it concerning people?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know how a little phone concerns people, right?
Well, that's why I'm here.
Kind of funny.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I think you're wasting your time, bud.
Well, you're wasting everybody's time.
I'm not wasting anybody's time. I didn't call you, right? So, standing here with a camera. What's the big deal?
Okay. Well, I'm just waiting to hear back from them to see if they want you to trespass from their property.
Well, it's actually public property.
Well, they can still trespass you.
Not true.
They can.
Public property.
They can.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
They can.
No, they can't. The Oregon trespass laws actually say private property. How can you trespass me from needing police assistance?
Do you need police assistance?
Well, if I come here and need it, if I gotta go get papers, if I'm here doing a story for the First Amendment, so you can't trespass me from public property. You're insane. You think you can do that?
You'll be out on the sidewalk.
I can be in the public.
But what did this man have to do with any of that? After all, it's not like history is filled with incidents specifically involving people filming in public and exercising their rights. Then the cop tried to intimidate the man, clearly bothered by the fact that he was filming near a police station. The strangest part, this cop tasked with enforcing the law seemed unclear on what trespassing actually means. You can't arrest someone for trespassing on public property after all. The one thing the cop did right was identify himself and provide his badge number. And then he messed up by expecting that the man needed to identify himself in return. What he seemed to forget was that the man had no legal obligation to identify himself and could remain anonymous if he so chose, while the cop was required to identify himself while in uniform. But then again, how can you expect a cop who doesn't even understand the First Amendment to grasp the nuances of the Fourth Amendment?
Parking lot as well. This is a public parking lot. No, they can't. They can trespass me from back here. Not true.
There's areas that you can do that. If you want to protest, you can do that in certain areas.
Who said I'm protesting?
But you were just saying you want to practice your First Amendment.
The First Amendment isn't the right just to protest.
Well,
it's free press. It's free press. I'm doing a story on this police department. So, pretty simple, right? And I don't have to, because I don't have to. Maybe I like to come unsuspectingly. I can do it any way I want to do it, but it's the First Amendment. You can't trespass me for exercising my First Amendment, right? And if you do, I'm going to definitely need some paperwork on that, formal trespass, so we can take it on the paperwork side. Yeah, well, good luck with it, because you can do it, but I'll just keep coming back and back and back. I mean, this is a public parking lot. The public can come here and park, right? Can I come here and park and be right here? And I did. At that point, I didn't. But I'm gathering content for the story I'm doing, which I'm allowed to do. It's a First Amendment protected activity, and the courts have ruled on it. So, what you think you can trespass me for recording is just beyond me. I don't understand why you guys don't get that. And you're what, PD? Central Point PD? What's your name and badge number?
Corporal Fender.
Badge number?
97325.
There you go. And what's your guys' policy? What's your guys' policy on photography? What's your guys' policy on photography?
What's that?
What's your policy on photography?
But you're just going down rabbit holes here. We're not going to keep going down rabbit holes.
Well, I'm just asking you a simple question. What's your policy on photography? So, because what you're kind of equating this to, and I'll give you an example, is say this was the Central Point Police Department and I was in the public parking lot doing this. You think you could trespass me from that parking lot?
Well, I'm not sure what you've done to cause alarm here that they called me. That's what I'm waiting for.
Well, what was the call about? You got a CAD number, right? What's the CAD number for this call?
I don't even know what you're talking about. You're just talking aimlessly about
What is the number for this call? What is the number for this call? What is the number? Can you get it? I mean, I'm sure they tell you exactly what they called about. What they call about? A guy out here taking pictures. So that's about it. So, I mean, if they called you about taking pictures, they didn't say a guy out here trying to jump the fence or a guy out here, trying to break in. The First Amendment is not suspicious. It can never be suspicious. How? By recording? What is suspicious about recording?
What do you want to do since you're just hanging out here and you've got nothing better to do?
Good luck. Seems like you got nothing better to do. Go solve crime, bud. Jesus. These guys are something else, dude.
This time, a cop walked up to a man who was flying his drone, asking him if he had a drone operator ID, whatever that was supposed to be. Even the man flying the drone was confused by the question. He explained to the cop that as far as he knew, the only requirement was to have some basic info written on the drone itself. The cop then told the man to bring the drone down so he could see it. The man, clearly annoyed, responded that he'd lower the drone when he felt like it, not on someone else's schedule. The cop pressed him, asking exactly when he'd bring it down. Trying to keep the peace, the man said he'd do it in 5 minutes. But instead of just waiting for 5 minutes, the cop started bombarding the man with more questions about what he was doing and why he was flying the drone.
Have you got your operator ID for your drone?
Now, the operator ID has to be written on the drone itself, and as you know, that's in the air at the moment. Okay, so if you bear with me.
Can you land it from
I'll land it in my own time, but bear with me and I'll show you that, alright?
No, how long then?
Well, the battery is going to last, battery lasts about 5 minutes. Alright.
5 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, about 5 minutes left on the battery.
So you're going to land it in 5 minutes?
Yeah, of course I will, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to wait 5 minutes, I ain't got an issue with that.
Okay, that's very nice of you.
Your thing's on the drone, yeah?
By law, it has to be printed on the drone.
Yes, and that's why I'm asking. That's fine, 5 minutes? That's fine, so 21 now.
Yeah.
You're at 5 minutes to the 26.
That's a reasonable deal, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's a reasonable deal. That's a reasonable...
Yeah, I said I'm happy with that,
okay.
So yeah.
I'll leave you to it then. Just concentrating at the minute.
No, that's fine.
Step back a bit, please.
If you want to step back, you can.
Oh, so you approach me, but you expect me to step back?
I'm happy.
Okay. I'll step back, mate, no problem. I'm not being... Hold on, I said I'm concentrating. I said I'm stepping back to concentrate. You wouldn't surely ask me a question after that, would you? Come on, mate, I'm concentrating at the minute, mate. I'm in mid-flight, come on, be polite. I'm a pilot. You don't want to interrupt me too much, do you? Alright? Hold on. Please respect my wishes. 5 minutes and you can talk, yeah? Alright, thank you.
So you live locally around here then?
I'll talk to you in 5 minutes, mate.
And you stated you're a local reporter for a commercial, so therefore it's not a commercial business.
No, it's not.
Really.
Do you want me to explain?
Okay. Go on then.
Yeah, a citizen journalist. That's what I am, a citizen journalist. Yes, a member of the public who already has a full-time job doing other things. As a hobby, they come to public interest. So anything that the public are interested in for our channel. Okay, we've got a proper channel, so we don't make no money out of it. It's just a hobby. Carry on.
Okay. Is it like on YouTube or something like that?
Yes, it's YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. What's the channel called?
I'll only provide information that I think will benefit myself.
So essentially, as you stated, you're a local reporter essentially.
Yeah, a citizen journalist.
That's what you said to the lady.
The man explained he was a free journalist, which seemed to pique the cop's interest even more. He asked if the man had a YouTube channel. The man, hoping to end the conversation, said he just wanted to be left alone. Unsatisfied, the cop then remembered something else and asked about insurance for the drone. The man had to explain that he didn't need insurance since he wasn't selling the footage and it wasn't for commercial use. You'd think the cop would be satisfied with all the explanations he got from someone who was just minding his own business. However, what happened next was truly shocking. Without any reasonable cause, the cop decided to arrest the man and handcuff him. Surprisingly, this didn't seem to bother the man much. He remained calm, probably because he knew he was just exercising his constitutional rights and that the cop would eventually be the one facing the consequences for his overreaction.
Yeah, a journalist, yeah?
Yeah. So therefore you're doing it for a commercial purpose, aren't you?
That's your belief at the present.
Okay. So therefore you need to have insurance. Have you got insurance to be flying that device?
You don't have to have insurance.
Okay. Also, you need to basically also have a license as well. So
I've just showed you.
To check against that if it matches the drug. That makes sense.
Be very careful. Okay, that's all I'll say because I have got civil claims going through.
That's fine.
So carry on.
That's fine. I hear what you're saying. You've got civil claims against the police going through it.
Yeah, yeah. So just be careful, please. I do know what I'm talking about.
I understand what you're saying. Listen, at no point did I say you don't know what you're talking about, did I? I've not said that. What I'm asking for is for you to produce the insurance for the drone. Okay. Have you got an insurance for the drone?
You do not need insurance when you're not selling the footage, okay?
Okay. So
you can use
go on.
You can use the footage. We're going a bit close again. It's not good for the camera.
I've not taken a step at all towards you.
I'm just saying it's not good for the camera. I want to get you in, you see.
Yeah,
you look so good. Okay, it's a shame not to get you in the shot.
Thanks for the compliment.
So anyway, yeah, so when you make a video for YouTube and you put it on your channel, you're not selling the footage, therefore you don't need insurance because it's not a commercial use. Understand?
Okay. Have you got a license to be operating?
I've just showed you. You only need so I'm showing you now that I do not fall into the category that you think I do, right? So please do some more digging. You will not be getting my details because there's no offence been committed, and I'm very confident of that. Okay. So if you feel that that's different from what I've just stated.
At this moment in time you're under arrest, okay? You do not have to say anything. At this moment in time you're under arrest, okay? You do not have to say anything that may harm your defence. Okay. Do not mention my questions upon you today to rely in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Now let's get the other arm, sir. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. If you just want to follow me, I'll explain to you as to why you've been arrested.
Sure, no problem.
At this moment, this side for me, please. At this moment in time, as I said to you, I just need to confirm and lay my suspicions in order to identify who you are.
Before I get your vehicle, you okay if I put my face mask on?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
Let's, yeah, no problem. That's fine. We're just going to move our stuff. We'll get you in the car, and then we'll just have a discussion, okay? Do you want to just jump in for me, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much.
The cops stuffed this man into a police car as if he were some major criminal. After a while, he came back claiming that an operator ID was mandatory for using a drone. It seemed like the cop was just making up charges to scare the man into compliance. But to his disappointment, that didn't work. When he couldn't get an ID from the man, he then asked for his driver's license as if that was any different. I mean, if someone doesn't want to give their ID, why would they hand over their driver's license? Can you believe getting arrested for not wanting to share your personal information and being accused of obstructing the police? It seems like cops have a hard time understanding what really counts as obstructing their work. Obstructing the police should be considered a secondary issue, not something you could be arrested for outright.
You want to jump out for me? So, operator ID is required for you to have it, okay, by law, because the legislation changed in June.
You've seen my operator ID, haven't you?
No, you don't understand. For your identification for you, sir. For you specifically. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, sir?
If you're asking me for that first.
Okay, yes. Have you got a driving license that you can show me?
Yes, I have, yes.
Are you willing to show me it?
No, because I'm not obliged to by law.
Because that's what I'm asking for.
Yeah, but you didn't.
But I'm asking you now, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you now. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you're no longer on this, I'm de-arresting you. Just to let you know, you've got 7 days to produce your operator ID that identifies you, linking you to that drone essentially, to show that you're able to utilize a unmanned aircraft for that little device.
Are you asking me to show you something like a driving license that will show you my name, that will then show you what the number is registered, the same name? That
essentially, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to make sure that
you just want a link between me and the number.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll show you that now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking for, man.
Man, just make it a bit more simple what you're asking for.
Okay, come on.
Because so far you've used words that you've used operator ID only. That's the only word you've
Shall we
used.
keep it really simple? You speak plain English.
Yeah, just step back from me now, talk mask off, please. So what do you think about that subject? About body-worn video? Do you think you should be informing the members of the public?
What, that they're being filmed or?
Yeah, at the first available opportunity, if possible, should you inform the members of the public that it's on?
It depends what the circumstances where you are, aren't you?
What about
so if
this
you're in a public
circumstance?
area and you're dealing with someone, yeah, you'll tell them.
Yeah. Did Andrew tell me today?
But again, shall we just stick with what we're dealing with right now?
Because it suits yourself. But what about when it suits me? I had a conversation with Andrew earlier, and he still believes that he doesn't need to tell people.
Well, it's one of them ones. Okay, so if we're going to, for example, you come here, I'm talking to you right now, naturally, body cam's on anyway.
The situation escalated even further when the cop showed not just his lack of professionalism, but also a pretty high opinion of himself. While they argued about whether it was okay to film there, the man pointed out that the cop also films with his body camera. But the cop said he could do that because he was a cop. What is a cop, though? But a public servant and an ordinary worker. It appears some cops think their badge gives them some extra powers or some kind of noble title. However, the officer eventually realized he had reacted too hastily and had just fallen into a trap caught at a bad moment. So in the end, he decided to let the man go on with his day as if nothing had happened, hoping it wouldn't look too bad on camera. This whole ordeal highlights the importance of knowing your rights and staying calm, especially when dealing with cops who might not fully understand their own limits or the law.
We're filming, aren't we?
I'm not going to know that.
Yeah. But,
and I'm entitled to know that because I'm a data subject.
Again, you can argue the other way around, couldn't you? Like you've argued, I'm in a public place, I can film.
Yeah.
Like, you know when the lady said, are you allowed to film me? And you said, yeah, it's a public space essentially.
Because GDPR only applies to organisations, and when you're a data handler of my information...
I feel like we're going off track a little.
We are, but if you want me to be reasonable with you, I won't bother waste your time doing paperwork about giving me time to produce it.
Yeah.
I'll show you it now.
Yeah, happy days,
but I would also expect a bit of reasonable behaviour from yourselves with that, so please just bear that in mind, yeah? So, I don't really want to be digging in too deep on this matter, right? But if I saw anything or know anything that will help you guys, and if any of my viewers know anything and they make a comment that may be useful, I'll certainly get in touch. Are you the investigating officer?
No, I'm just the response.
Okay.
But yeah, if you've got something or you know something, call 101.
At this moment in time, I don't.
No, if anyone does, come say I know something to you.
I'm going
101 and just tell them what they know basically.
Yeah,
I'm going to the investigation team. And the investigation team will contact them and ask them further questions if need be.
Yeah, normally I drill in and I try and find out more, but on this particular one, I'm not because of the nature of the subject. But just bear that in mind, Adam. When you have got, as long as we're staying out of the cordon, we can actually be useful because our audience is very wide. Some of the information that they could make, so your approach, everything about what our interaction today didn't start off on a good foot. So just bear, I'm not trying to toad to suck eggs, just bear it in mind.
I'm open to feedback, brother, so if you want to give me feedback, no drama.
Yeah, we would never interfere or go past a cordon. We're just here to dig. And the public want to know what's going on, we're just here to find out. But on this occasion, I don't want them to know what's going on. So anyway, have a good day, guys.
I'll see you in a bit, look after yourself.
Have you ever run into a cop who just wanted to stir up trouble because he was bored at work? If you haven't, count yourself lucky. This guy wasn't so fortunate. He got pulled over by cops who were just looking to kill some time. While one cop peered into his car as if he was expecting to find something illegal, the other cop threatened to detain him if he didn't identify himself immediately. When the man questioned why he needed to be detained and why he should have to identify himself at all, especially since he hadn't committed any crime, the cop brought up something about a sticker on his car that had supposedly expired. Now, even if that was true, normally you'd get a warning to renew the sticker or at worst a ticket. But here's the thing, there's no way the cops could have spotted this sticker while the man was driving. Makes their reason for pulling him over seem pretty flimsy, doesn't it?
Law, can you tell me what the traffic stop's for?
Tents. What is your name?
The tents is legal. He's looking at him right now.
If you don't identify yourself on this traffic stop, I'm going to detain you.
You're going to detain for what?
The tents.
The tents are legal?
You got a sticker.
Okay.
What's the sticker say?
What does the sticker say?
This comes back from this car. Exempt on the 10.
I can't hear you.
Exempt on the 10.
Okay, thank you.
What's your name?
Thank you. I know the law very, very well. Very well. Better than you do.
Sure.
I know. I like how you just acting real tough. Tough nose, cursing and shit. Cameras on, you're not cursing
You're
no
Gary
more.
Kerbinoff.
No shit, Sherlock.
You're suspended.
No shit, Sherlock. What you just did the traffic stop, you just admitted that you did it for the chintz. Chintz is legal.
Except you're not.
Oh, okay. That's what, you went that hard for that? Fool, man. Fool.
You're not, right?
Fool, man. That's
Are
what
you
it was
denying
for?
that you're suspended?
I don't know. I paid all my fines.
You paid all your fines?
All of them.
And
Every single one
You got
of
a
them.
valid license.
I don't know. I went to court in Dryden in front of the judge.
What's the judge?
I don't know. There's only one in Dryden, I think.
And there two?
I have no idea. The guy. Older
Maybe
man.
both dudes.
I have no idea though.
Okay.
Okay. He said by paper you have a license. I paid over $11,000 in fines.
So you're not suspended?
How am I? Tell him no. The police said I am, and so did the lady. But the judge is like, go figure it out. Come back in January.
All right, as of right now, you're suspended.
For what though?
I don't know. Here, let's go over my car. No. Not You got any weapons on you or anything like that?
Not at all.
I'm gonna pat you down.
I don't consent to this, but
No, I'm not asking for consent for a pat down. Gary, how do you spell Kerbinoff?
K-U-R.
K-U-R.
B as in boy.
B as in boy.
A. N. O. V.
V.
Then the cops claimed that according to his registration plates, the man hadn't paid for his driver's license renewal. This was despite the man having all the necessary documents with him, showing he had paid all required fees. The cop just wouldn't consider the possibility that maybe there was a glitch in the system or that it wasn't the man's fault at all. It just seemed too convenient for the cops that a system error would fit their narrative at the moment. They kept harassing him about it, sticking to their story, kept showing proof after proof. It's frustrating when cops don't listen and decide to make a problem out of nothing, all because they have nothing better to do. It shows how simple traffic stops can turn into a nightmare when you meet cops who are more interested in passing the time than serving the public.
Well, my sister was right. She filed. She filed a little. No, it's all right. Never mind.
Your sister filed some?
Yeah, on you guys for harassment on her. You guys are so dumb.
Your sister filed
Yeah, you guys
harassment on me?
we got dash cams in all our cars, and you guys just keep speeding up to her, following her. She got kids in the car. It's
I don't
okay,
even know who your sister
I don't know, but she had you guys. She knows who you guys are. She just texted me 3 minutes ago about you guys.
Who? Yeah, you're revoked, dude.
For what?
Gary
I can't see.
Kerbinoff.
I don't know where I'm looking for.
Revoked. See all the red? Gary Kerbinoff.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Revoked.
But what does revoked mean?
You don't have a license
But
at
how
all.
if I paid all my? Does it say my fines are paid? All of them. Every single one. Is that my fine? Every single
This one?
ticket.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, Gary.
Huh.
Cleared on blank. Cleared on blank.
What does that mean?
Cleared on blank. It means it's not cleared.
But I paid
Cleared
all
on
of those.
Blank. Cleared on blank.
Hold on. Is there any dates on these?
Yep. 2/10/21, 7/14/22, 1/19/21. If you want it, I'll print it for you, Gary.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
take
need
it for my
to-
lawyer. No, this is for my lawyer because
You don't
I
need to be
have.
fucking weird about it.
But I'm not being weird. How am I being weird when I pay $11,000 in fine?
You're like, you're just flashing your phone up.
No, I'm recording something.
Yeah, you're recording our interaction, but like all of this doesn't belong to you. I will print out your stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is a county system, man.
That's my ticket you just said.
I'm saying all of it doesn't belong to you. You think you're the only person I've ever run on this system?
Who? Aren't you showing me?
I'm showing you, but you have your phone up here recording all this shit.
I just did that.
Okay.
Oh man. All right, Bob.
So what's the deal, man? You got suspended or
However, the cops didn't stop there. They went on to claim that his driver's license was now suspended. At this point, the man was at a total loss of what to do, so he told his girlfriend, who was in the car with him at the time, to call his dad for help. But things escalated when one of the cops brought a police dog around the car, hoping to sniff out drugs or something illicit. You won't believe what happened next. Turns out the man was just driving his dad's car, but the cop acted like he had stolen it, as if it's unheard of for a son to drive his father's car. Then they forced him to drive the car home, well, actually his father's car. They even called a tow service to take it away. The only way to get the car back was for the man's father to pick it up. Talk about a drastic move by the cops, but they didn't stop there. As if all that wasn't enough, they then forbade the man from even sitting in the car while waiting for his dad or figuring out his next move. They really overstepped their boundaries this time. I wish someone would set them straight and show them where their responsibilities really end.
All right.
You guys suspended, right?
I guess I'm revoked.
Who's she to you?
It's my girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
Yes.
What's her name?
Come on, bro. What is this?
All right, you don't want to play this game?
For what? What does she have to do with me? Michelle, call my dad. Tell him come right here. I'm not gonna stop recording them.
342 what?
5600.
Gary, what's the odometer on the car?
What does that mean?
Tell me your car.
Did you call him, Michelle?
No, I can't. My phone's in the car.
Oh, yo, you guys are crazy. Why is the dogs here? What is the dogs here for? They don't always roll with y'all. Y'all just came with more. They just came with that one. Yeah, all the time. Look at him. He wants him to smell something. He's not going to smell nothing. What the fuck?
Yeah, Gary.
Downtown almost. You see, about to be coming up the hill.
Okay. Our policy is when I call the inventory, if your dad, he's a registered owner of the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So if he beats the tow, nothing I can do. It's his vehicle.
Where's the tow?
I don't know.
Oh.
I called for a tow.
Okay.
When, you wouldn't identify her because I would have just let her fucking drive it. But just for future reference when dealing with cops.
Can I get the key at least?
No, the key's staying with the vehicle as long as, because as of right now, the tow is still coming.
Yeah, but the key.
Yeah. Tow truck's gonna need the key.
Oh.
So what I'm saying is, if your dad lawfully gets here before the tow company gets here, it's his vehicle. I have no right to prevent him from taking his own vehicle. As long as he's valid. You got a valid license, right? So I have no right to prevent him from taking his vehicle. However, you cannot drive.
Okay.
He is the only one that can drive that car away.
So I could sit in the car though?
No.
No.
No. No. Because like 2 weeks ago, we had a guy ripped from us.
It's cold. I can't sit in the back seat.
You can sit in my car.
I don't want to sit in the car. I want to sit in my dad's car.
Not happening.
No?
If you're cold and you want to sit in the car, that's totally
By law, I cannot sit in that car. By law. Right now.
Yes, no.
By law. Okay.
Yes, no.
Okay. Yes, no. Yes, no. What is...
I'm agreeing with you by saying yes.
Listen carefully to what this corrupt cop said next. He told the man that, according to the law, he wasn't allowed to sit in the car, and he said it as if he himself was the law. By then, the man had already wasted a lot of time and asked the cops if he could leave, but they told him no. When the man inquired whether he needed to wait for his dad to come and get the car, they said he had to wait for them to write him a ticket. But things took an even stranger turn. The man's girlfriend quickly shared something shocking. While her boyfriend was talking to the other cops, one of the officers approached her and started asking about how much money her boyfriend had. What kind of question is that? Why would a rookie need to know something like that? Were they planning to ask for a loan or something? It was completely inappropriate and a pathetic move by the cops. All these officers had just crossed a line. They delved into matters that should not concern them as public servants. Just imagine how they would feel if someone approached them out of the blue and started asking about the balance of their bank accounts. It's downright creepy. At the end of all this, the cops still hadn't explained why they had stopped the man in the first place. Despite finding some issues with the license plate and the vehicle's paperwork, there was really no need for them to stop him while he was simply driving.
You cannot sit in that car. I'm saying no, like you cannot sit in that car.
Okay. You're agreeing? Yeah. I got you.
You seem like you have a question.
No, you seem like you didn't know my question.
You're asking, by law, you're not allowed to sit.
I know. You said yes, no. That's why I said
I'm
that.
saying, by law, yes. No, you're not allowed to sit in that car.
Gotcha.
Do you have any other questions?
No. Can I go stand over there with my girlfriend now? I'm not detained. Am I detained? You said
You're not free to go.
Okay. So what am I standing here for if my dad could come get the car?
Because I'm going to issue you tickets. You're not free to go.
Okay.
Any other questions before I say
Nah, go ahead. Do your thing.
For the traffic stop, you'll be free to go once you get your tickets.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, what? Anything else?
Okay. Okay. You want me to say anything else?
I'm glad we're all good, man.
I'm glad we all good, Bob. No, yellow room, yeah.
How much money do you have? Are you guys rich or not?
Really? No, why? No. Why are you guys asking my girlfriend about money? Why were you guys asking her about money? Why were you guys asking her about money? How much money I have? Now nobody knows nothing?
I did not ask her how much money.
Oh man.
Ask her. Have her point.
Yo, Michelle. He said point at the person that asked you that. Point. No, come here.
No.
Come, Michelle, yo, I'm on camera. Come here right now. And point at the person that said that. Point at the person that said that.
Right there.
Which one?
This one right here.
Him?
I asked you if it was a $250,000.
Okay, thank you. All right.
You talking about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys need some money? My dad said he could give you guys a donation. Seriously, he said he'll give you guys a donation if you guys need some money.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
From Pali. I know we need the money.
Oh yeah, we do get calls from the police all the time. Talk about $1 donation shit.
No.
Don't worry about it. I'm saying we can give it to you guys if you really need it.
You gotta do it?
Nah.
Take it for you.
Thank you, Buck.
All right. 802nd, Ithaca Town Court on 12/28 at 9 a.m. Either appear in person that date or time, or follow all the directions on the back and submit everything by mail.
Thank you.
You have any questions for me?
No. Well, thank you for writing the wrong one. Thank you for writing the wrong ticket, Bub. I beat it just like this. You gotta write me an AO in the third, Bub. Thank you. AO in the second. That's how I beat the last one. I'm going AO in the second. I don't even have an AO on the third yet. Tracy, my father,
You guys are free to go.
thank you.
Go to school. Better for you.
Go to school. It's better for you.
Thank you for the life advice.
No problem. Maybe you'll drive one of these one day.
I doubt it.
I know. Me too.
Yes, I've had
No, you didn't.
A female cop was so determined to boost her ego that she even pulled over just to ask this guy why he was filming. Naturally, he told her it was because he could, which exactly was the answer she needed to hear. As time went on, the situation escalated, and soon enough, 4 cops had surrounded the man. But was that necessary? Absolutely not. The police felt stronger in their numbers, though, and quickly concocted an excuse for why so many of them had shown up over a guy who was just out there with his camera. The female cop quickly circled back to her original point and claimed that the man shouldn't film private cars passing by because it made people feel uncomfortable. However, this guy wasn't there to cater to other people's feelings. Just imagine if he got uncomfortable every time someone walked on the same street as him. Does that mean the police should come and stop that person from walking there? Of course not.
Right. Pardon? What are you doing? What do you mean?
Why are you filming?
Because it's a police car. Pardon? I can't hear you very well.
How come you're filming here?
To get shots of a police car. I mean, that's all. So there's no problem?
No, apparently you weren't on police.
I mean, I haven't gone past the signs that restrict access. I haven't gone past into that area. But nothing to worry about. Who are you, sorry?
I'm PC 283.
283 Reeve. Thank you. Bizarre. Oh yeah. Pardon? Just having a look at your cars now, really. Just sort of PC was idling up there, and I thought figures was going to be coming out in a second. So yeah, just waiting for. Oh my days! Hang on, so we got an inspector, a PC, inspector. So we got 4 police officers for a man with a camera. But it's quite intimidating, isn't it? Having 4 people come out. Sure, but it's quite intimidating having 4 officers come out and across somebody with a camera. Yeah, but like 4 people. Okay, it's not my intention to get those. If they're in the background of a shot, they're in the background of a shot. But I'm not here to. I'm not. Not particularly. No, I just want to have a look around. That's all. Just like to look around. You should be careful with the information that you say like that, because I wasn't trying to walk around there at all. I was stood there for a good 4 minutes watching you in your vehicle. I saw the sign saying no unauthorised access. So don't tell me that I was trying to walk places where I wasn't. Be careful with things like that. I'm not sure yet, to be honest.
I'd like you to, because as I said, there are private vehicles that you've got some footage. You've got enough. There's nothing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the footage that I was getting was actually interrupted by PC stopping and coming out. But so I'll probably wait around to see if any more vehicles come in or out, see if we can get one on blue lights.
Because as I said, there's private cars want you recording them coming and going to produce because that presents a potential security.
They shouldn't right to work then, really, should they? If they're that concerned.
To film the private areas that are off limits to the public.
I have every business to film anything that's visible from a public area.
My point is, you should be going up there, which is what you do.
I haven't gone past the signage where your signage is. It doesn't say the signage. The signage is the signage here saying that I can't go further than this, or is the signage there saying I can't go further than there? My personal use.
This highlights a big issue with some cops. They often act as though they're enforcing personal feelings rather than actual laws. Someone really needs to remind them that they're supposed to be law enforcement, not feeling enforcement. However, the fact that this guy was provoking the cops only made them react more irrationally. The female cop took the bait, got in kind of an emotional snare, losing her cool completely. She told the guy he'd be arrested if he didn't identify himself right away. What she didn't expect was his calm response. He wasn't scared at all by her threat. He even told her to go ahead, arrest him if she wanted. He didn't really care that much.
Public interest.
Well, my personal vehicle is there, and I'm asking you, from me to you as a private individual, I'm not comfortable with you violating my personal space.
It's not your personal space. It's a public.
My vehicle there, my private vehicle is there, and I'm not comfortable with you filming that.
Well, if you hadn't announced it as your private vehicle, nobody would ever have known.
I'm telling you it is. So
no, you are doing now.
Yeah,
well, I'm not going to. It's in a public area.
You'll have to be removed to prevent a breach of the peace because you are.
How am I breaching the peace? Do you know what the threshold is for breach of the peace?
You're already having the footage, so I'm asking you to leave.
Okay.
You're creating these officers aren't able to get on with their policing.
I'm not stopping them.
There are individuals, as I was, getting on with a matter that's a concern to the community, and I've got an individual on police premises filming not only the police cars coming and going, but officers arriving for duty and leaving again. That causes me a concern.
So you're working on conjecture there, because I have specifically said that is not my intention.
I've said to you, you're causing me a concern. So
Okay. Well, you're concerned. Do you police by your feelings in this country, or do you police by what the law is?
I'd like you to.
Do you police by what? Do you police by what the law is, or do you police by?
You are not.
Am I in a public place?
There are officers having private conversations about cases in the backyard of the police station.
Well, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be having that conversation in that sort of place.
Well, you shouldn't be there within the scope of being.
I can be. Do you know? You can film anything you can see from a public place in the UK.
Okay.
Is this a public place?
This is a public place.
There you go. So if I can film it.
Let me put it a different way. If you stand at the end of my driveway at home, which is a public place, repair of public expense.
Sure.
And you film into my window, is that acceptable?
Is this your home? Do you live here? Do you sleep here?
But these are private premises. Beyond this line here, you are filming from a public into a private space.
Okay.
Is that permitted?
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Of course it is.
So you can stand on my road and film me in my home, can you?
If your curtains are open, then legally, yes, I can.
So
if I continue to do it repeatedly, then you could potentially take action about harassment. But at this point, I've been here once only, to come and get some footage. I want
for a couple of minutes and then you can leave.
No, you don't put a time. You don't put a time limit on my rights.
On you, and
No.
telling you
Do you know
now,
what Article 10 is of the Human Rights Act?
You are causing me personally harassment and alarm by filming here.
Go talk to Lord Justice Bean about it. The police have a much higher threshold.
To leave and then you're going to go.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Arrest me? You're going to arrest me? You'll be hearing from my solicitors and you'll be having a civil suit on your hands. Arrest me for what? What are you going to arrest me for?
You are causing a nuisance.
What are you going to arrest me for?
Either public nuisance or harassment.
Public nuisance. So under the new legislation that came with a public. So
you've got your opportunity to film.
So
I'd like you to not film or certainly delete anything that has details of my personal vehicle or that of any of the police officers there, and then I want you to go. All right? You don't put a time limit on my rights. No, I'm exercising my rights here, and you don't put a time limit on that, Inspector. Inspector what? Blackwell? Thank you. Yeah, see, I'm obviously not that much of a concern because you're allowing them to go about their business, yet you're threatening to arrest me